Welcome, collectors and diecast enthusiasts. Thank you once again for joining me for another episode of Diecast Emporium. In today's vintage edition of Diecast Emporium, we're going to be looking at the Motorart Volvo DR631 articulated hauler. This is a diecast model in 1:50 scale. And what's most significant about this particular piece is that Volvo can lay claim to the invention, or the introduction of the articulated hauler design as we know it today. And this is that truck right here. This is a model of it. This is what's known as Gravel Charlie. And this was unveiled to the industry back in 1966. And even today, Volvo is an industry leader in articulated dump truck sales the world over. So with that information out of the way, let's take a look at the packaging, because I think this is really nicely presented. This is actual real wood, and it has your printing all throughout, such as we mentioned, it's an articulated hauler model 1/50 scale, DR631. You have Volvo on both sides of the box in the older style print. If we carefully look underneath the box, here's all of your relevant and important information, such as Motorart's information. You can purchase this model from the Volvo Construction website. Your item number for this model is 300068, and depending on where you get this from, depending on if there's any sales going on, but usually this model is between $90 and $100 US. On the back of the box, you have the nice imprinting that continues with an outline drawing of Gravel Charlie over here. Okay, let's continue with the unboxing process. Here is a top-down view. Now, the wooden box has a metal clasp right here. So you open this up just like this. And inside, the first layer of plastic comes off to unveil the truck. Now, be very careful what you grab onto. Grab onto the truck. He comes out, but you're still not done, because removing another layer of plastic forming reveals your yellow plastic needle, which you can use to open the engine flaps on both sides of the truck. And finally, in the bottom piece of foam rubber is a beautifully presented plastic display base with a piece of formed metal which reads DR631 Articulated Hauler Diecast Model 1:50 scale. Again, might be a little bit hard to get that on camera, but it is there. There you go. The base reads Volvo CE Vintage Collection. CE, of course, for construction equipment. Now, there's no screws or anything to do. If you want to display your model on the base, really the only assembly that you need to do, grab the model and place it right on your base, just like that. All right, with the model now out of the box, we can begin the review with the details. Now, again, this truck is a very simple design. We're talking mid-1960s here, folks, so there's not going to be a lot of hydraulic line detail. There's not going to be many of the stuff that you would expect on today's trucks, and that's okay with me. I have a very strong affinity for classic equipment, and having a model of the first ever articulated dump truck, to me, I think is super cool. So let's go ahead and begin. Right here, you have a decal which reads BM Volvo. Here you have DR631 BM Volvo right here. This exhaust stack is actually a thin plastic piece. Over here, you have two plastic pieces, which I'm assuming these right here would be lights. On the front of your windshield, you have a windshield wiper, two forward-facing lights, and again, two mirrors. On the right side of the truck, you have an air cleaner, a metal access grab handle here. Across the articulation or steering joint, you do have articulation rams, which can allow the truck to steer, albeit to a narrow angle, at least on my model. On the back of the truck, you have some protection guarding on the back window, two lights that face the rear of the machine. Looking at our dump box, you can see that there is a little bit of what appears to be visibility etching through, so when the driver is backing up, he can kind of see back into his dump bed. Looking underneath the truck, you can see the different tread pattern on each of the different axles and on the wheels. You can see your transmission shaft has been modeled here. And that's pretty much it for the underside detail. Let's transition now to the functionality. I showed you before that the truck will articulate across the articulation joint. Perhaps it might have a greater angle than that, but because I don't want to force anything on this model, I'm not going to overdo it. The truck will roll freely, both in the forward and rear direction. What we want to see on any articulated dump truck model is the extent of the dump height. And here you can see that you can get any material that would be in the back of that dump box out without a problem. While we have our bed in the up position, you can see each of the different cylinder jackets and rams. You can see that there's two here and then one center-facing one towards the rear, so you can see how the original design of the articulated dump truck used to be. All right, let's put that back down. Now, this truck features two different opening side engine panels for service. Now, you can use the pointer that is provided with the model. I'm just going to use the one that I always use right here. And as you can see, you can open the panel. It will stay in the upright position. And doing so reveals a green background with some black components on the side of the engine, which looks really good. And with the hatch open like that, it makes it a really good position to have the truck getting some service done on it. We'll put that panel back down, come over to this side. This one opens a little bit more freely. And as you can see as well, this one will stay open again without an issue. All right, let's have this truck being loaded by a piece of equipment from a similar era. Let's bring in the Norscot Caterpillar number 977 Traxcavator, which is a track loader. And as you can see, the two really make a good pairing and look good together. Let's bring them here on the other side as well, just to get you a good look at the two of them. So overall, in conclusion, the Motorart Volvo DR631 articulated hauler really is a fantastic model in 1/50th scale. It is beautifully presented in its presentation style wooden box. I love the fact that it does come with the optional display plinth, seen here once again. So if you do want to have this on your desk or in the display case, you have the option to present it as such. This is not the first model in Volvo Construction Equipment's vintage collection. We've seen some old loaders in the past and some old tractors, so I really hope this is something that Motorart continues to build on as the years progress. In addition, if you want an example of one of Volvo's newest articulated dump trucks, take a look at your screen right now. You will find a review done by me of the WSI Volvo A60H articulated dump truck, which is a beautifully presented and detailed model. So you have the opportunity to own the oldest articulated dump truck by Volvo and the newest and largest articulated dump truck by Volvo. It would be nice to be able to pose those side by side. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so very much for watching. Until next time, take care and be safe. I'll catch you in the next review.